Good busy Wednesday morning. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the daily video forecast discussion for Wednesday, the 13th of August, 2014. Where does one begin this morning? There's just so much flooding around the region. It's in New Jersey, it's on Long Island Expressway, it's in Nassau County, 4 to 6 inches of rain. Copog had reported 8.91 inches of rain. I saw a report from Millville, New Jersey at the airport of 8.94 inches of rain overnight. There's an incredible amount of flooding, road closures all along the New Jersey coast and out on Long Island. In fact, many areas on Long Island Expressway are completely impassable this morning. We have updated the local storm reports in the graphical archive Doppler and local graphical storm reports as well up to this morning, but they're probably still going to be ongoing for much of the morning across Connecticut and Long Island and New York City. It's going to be one of those long afternoons, but clearing is on the way. Look at some of this rainfall, 7, 8, 9 inches of rainfall right along the barrier islands here in New Jersey. And then into New York City. Just look at this out on Suffolk and eastern Nassau County and Long Island where the rainfall continues to pile up. 4, 5, 6 inches, road closures, barricades all over the place right along the barrier coastlines here of New Jersey and east of New York City into Long Island, Nassau, and Suffolk County. These roads are going to be impassable for quite some time. Morning surface chart for digital atmosphere software and also weatherroanoke.com. Here is our triple point low, which is forming this morning south of New York City. It's a convoluted map here. We've got an occluded front making its way through eastern Pennsylvania and northwestern New Jersey. The cold air is beginning to dry out the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. Meanwhile, it's squeezing and wringing out the additional moisture here in central and eastern Long Island to the north shore and south shores of Connecticut and interior Massachusetts as well this morning. All of this will be driving to the north and east, and drying will continue to improve the atmosphere from this afternoon through this evening. And surprisingly, as of this broadcast, we have absolutely no airport delays in the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metro area. That's some good news. But we do have lots of watches, warnings, and advisories. We'll begin with them on the ocean fronts here. Small craft advisories until 2 a.m. on Thursday from Sandy Hook out to Moriches Inlet. Southwest winds at 10 to 20 knots, gust up to 30 knots, seas 6 to 9 feet. Obviously, moderate risk of rip currents today remains high along these beaches. We'll get into that in just a moment. For the New Jersey coastal waters, we have small craft advisories until 11 p.m. this evening. Winds shifting to the west-southwest late this morning at about 5 to 10, 15 miles an hour, gust up to 30 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet, and slowly subsiding. Flood watches have been canceled for northwestern New Jersey and basically everywhere just west of the Hudson River this morning. There is still a coastal flood advisory until 10 this morning, and that's for the South Shore bays of Brooklyn, Queens, and Nassau, and southwestern Suffolk counties. Tidal departures around a foot above astronomical tides, and minor coastal flooding expected with flooding of most vulnerable shore roads. A lot of these roads are now closed due to the heavy rain that's fallen across the region. We have additional flash flood warnings now, aerial flood advisory, coastal flood advisory, and flash flood watch. Until 9:30 this morning, Doppler radar continues to show areas of heavy rain along the south shore of Nassau and Suffolk counties. Slowly tracking to the north, the rain has rainfall rates of 2 to 3 inches an hour, with locally rainfall rates up to 4 inches per hour that has fallen over already flooded areas. So obviously a lot of road closures ongoing there. Southern Connecticut, same thing. We have the flood warning until 9:15, and this is for rain and embedded thunderstorms moving into New Haven, Middlesex, western New London counties, and south central Connecticut. The rain has a history of producing flash flooding over Long Island, where rainfall rates have ranged from 2, 3, 4 inches an hour, and that is producing some widespread moderate to major flooding in these areas here. For southern New Jersey, we had an impressive amount of rain. The flood warning has been canceled for urban and small streams in Cumberland and Atlantic counties, but any lingering standing water will continue to recede. However, some creeks and streams will run high for a while. Therefore, the flood warning has been canceled. Also for Maryland and the Washington, D.C. area, coastal flood advisory until 10 this morning. Tidal anomalies 1 to 1.5 feet above normal. Timing within an hour or two of high tide late tonight and again on Wednesday morning, which is now. Quickly moving through the pollen forecast for today, it's on the low side with the rain subsiding, back up to the high side Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ragweed, nettle, and grasses. Continue to use your nasal quart sprays. Morning pass of the visible satellite imagery this morning shows all the moderate to heavy rainfall with this disturbance here, actually surface wave that has developed south of Atlantic City and south of Long Island, moving rapidly to the north and east as the cold front and occluded front move rapidly through the region. We can find a lot of mid and upper level drying here, a second batch with a secondary cold front just to our west. All of the moisture and heavy lifting is now moving in and away from the region and offshore. That's good news. Doppler radar up close is showing the rain now moving into southern Connecticut and southern and central Long Island, rapidly spreading to the north and east. And this cold front here moving through with some scattered showers. A second batch with a second cold front and upper trough axis moving across. This will produce clearing this afternoon, cumulus clouds, and then eventually some instability in the atmosphere we could bring out as the disturbance moves through. The northern reaches from 78 north, probably just a few showers or an isolated low-top thunderstorm. It's a busy morning on the aviational weather deck, but unfortunately, or fortunately for everyone, there is no airport delays right now, according to the FAA. We do have MVFR, IFR, and lifted IFR across the region today, but all of this will begin to improve. Basically, we find a few bands of showers moving through the northern reaches this morning. Most of this heavy rain moving rapidly to the north and east, in areas improving, and then VFR would scatter to broken ceilings at about 4,000 feet with a northwest wind gusting to 20 knots this afternoon. Small chance of a light shower with a gusty wind vicinity of Allentown or late this afternoon. As we told you, that trough access moving through. Then tonight, mostly clear VFR conditions, patchy fog possible after midnight. Basically, the outlook for the rest of the area for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, basically VFR with a chance of afternoon showers on Thursday. Another upper air disturbance moves through in the general cyclonic flow. Thursday night through Saturday night, mainly VFR, and Sunday another shortwave and perhaps cold front move through the region, mainly VFR with a chance of showers and thunderstorms, a little bit more widespread here on Sunday afternoon. Right now, outside of Newark, New Jersey, we have some light rain, and it's overcast, obviously. Altimeter 29.72, air temperature 72, dew point 66. The wind is out of the east at 13, gust up to 18 miles per hour, and we've got basically some MVFR conditions across the terminal this morning. Philadelphia, some MVFR 2, 71, dew point 67. The wind is out of the northwest at 10. And basically, in the last 6 hours, they've picked up about 25 hundredths of an inch of rain, about a quarter of an inch there. Newark Airport had no precipitation reported within the last hour. Right now, we're going to improve the weather conditions across the region from southwest to northeast during this morning. NAMWRF composite reflectivity forecast going ahead into the future from Penn State Seawall site. Here's our surface wave moving into southwestern Connecticut and into southern New England. This morning, our main parent low here moving north of the Great Lakes into southeastern Canada, the St. Lawrence River Valley. It'll take a little while for the clouds to build out of the region, but we should see improvement from southwest to northeast with breaks of sunshine, temperatures either side of 80 today. There are a few showers indicated with the axis of an upper trough moving through the region north of 78 into the Hudson River Valley this afternoon, and that could produce a widely scattered shower or thunderstorm, then rapidly clearing off tonight. Subsidence in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, and then another disturbance in the cold pool moving across the region on Thursday afternoon. Could pop an isolated shower, mostly just some scattered cumulus clouds. Temperatures remaining basically in the mid and upper 70s, mostly upper 70s to around 80. Normal high temperatures are at this time of the year now around the mid 80s, so we're still running below Climo here. And then the upper low swings again into continuing to swing slowly, close low in southeastern Canada. A couple of Vort maxes through the region. Some scattered clouds to the north on Friday afternoon, and mostly sunny skies central and southern portions. Temperatures remaining either side of 80 degrees. Lots of flooding on the roads, meaning road closures and barricades up this morning, and most of today actually is not going to be a beach day, unfortunately. For the New Jersey beaches and the Delaware beaches, mostly cloudy until 4 p.m., then mostly sunny. There's a few showers still likely around the region late this afternoon, too. Temperatures will be in the lower 80s, west winds at 10 miles an hour. Sea southwest swell at 4 to 5 feet. The surf temperature is 76. UVI index will become very high late today at 8. There is a moderate risk of rip currents today. Obviously today, not a good day to go to the beach at all. The next high tide at Atlantic City will be at 10:08 this morning and low tide at 4:20 this afternoon. Running short on time today, so that's going to conclude the video forecast discussion for today. You make it a good Wednesday. Be careful out there. We'll be back bright and early with you again on Thursday morning. For Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith.